Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking a bit about the truck and the steps I've had to take since I bought the truck a year ago. Some of our viewers are interested in hearing the story and things we've done to the truck and what's in the future for changing and work we want to do on it. So let's get at it. Okay guys, so we're going to do a walk around of the truck and let you guys see the parts we've changed since I've owned the truck and what the plans are as far as things we're going to do to it. And we have a lot in store in the next little bit, especially once summer hits here in Canada. We're going to be getting at it and changing quite a bit of things. So, but first, I just want to sit down with you guys and get out of the cold. It's getting pretty chilly here in Canada. And just let you guys know a little bit about the truck since I bought it. So, since I got the truck almost a year ago, almost to the day, there's been a lot of headaches, downtime, and a lot of money spent. So, when we purchased the truck, the previous owner had the truck deleted. And there's new laws in Canada, and I'm sure in the US about this emissions on these trucks. You can't run with a deleted truck anymore here in Canada. So the system had been kind of Mickey Moused back together to clearly sell the truck and offload it to someone like myself. In the first month, probably from December to January, I pulled about 2 loads. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I made $2,000 gross. And it was not good. So the truck was down for quite a long time, in and out of different shops. People were telling me one thing, then someone else was telling me something different. No one knew what was going on. So we started changing things on the truck that were a little cheaper that we thought could have been the problem, and we worked our way up to the expensive things. So there was a bunch of sensors that had to do with the emissions that we had to do. There ended up being plugged filters, emissions filters. So they ended up getting changed twice in the last year. Once being the first month. And let me tell you guys, you don't want to have to pay for these filters. They are very costly, and the labor is costly on them. So we did that. Then we tried doing a few other things, and then next thing you know, the last draw, after I did some research, the guys at the shop did some research, and I actually found out what I did through YouTube. So YouTube can be very educational, and that's how we discovered what the main biggest problem was. First of all, the turbo was gone. So we had to change the turbo, the actuators, which if you guys have a 2007, 2008 Peterbilt 389 with an ISX 550 Cummins, those turbos on those things with actuators, installation, everything done, you're running probably around $6,500 Canadian. So that was my worst fear. And then we can't come to find out the programming was shut off in the computer for the regens and the emissions. So basically what was happening is both times we changed the filters were plugging up. Well, the program that had been put back in the truck was the wrong program, and everything was shut off. like I said, for the regen. So the filters were plugging up, and then there was black, like I was rolling coal going down the road, which these new trucks really should not be doing that. So we got that fixed. We thought we did. So as time went on, there was probably about $20,000 put into the truck in the first month. Thank God the dealership helped me out on that. They covered the costs for all that stuff. And I didn't even have warranty on it. It was not sold with warranty. So they were very helpful. Unfortunately, dealerships don't cover downtime. And downtime, 9 times out of 10, is going to be way worse than the mechanic bill you get. There was a lot of sleepless nights. It was really hard on myself and my family, wondering how we were going to pay these bills. Because at that time, I was sitting on a truck payment of just about $3,000 a month with taxes in Canadian funds. So time went on. The truck started working a lot better, we thought. And next thing you know, 7 months in, I changed jobs. And in that 7th month, the motor went in the truck. I was on my way, me and my wife were on our way to New Brunswick in Canada here. And it was supposed to be a great trip, hanging out. It was the week of our anniversary. We get to Trenton, Ontario, heading towards Quebec. And I have an engine light come on. It's saying one of the filters is plugged, a sensor, whatnot. So didn't think anything of it. I YouTubed again, Googled. We researched where this sensor was, where the filter was, and come to find out, that was just the start of a bigger story. The motor ended up going. We made it into Quebec. The truck was still okay. The light was on. I'm like, okay, we'll baby this. So we got to a Peterbilt dealership. We fixed the sensor and the filter. The code was coming up. Crankcase pressure is what the code was coming up on the dash. So we did the sensor and the filter, and had to get a room for the night, trying to make the most of something bad. We leave there. We got a little bit up the road, and lights started going off again. Truck was still running okay at that point. By this time, I have already lost a load. I was taking a load of bumblebees into New Brunswick. So that's time sensitive. They have to go so they don't all die. So someone had already picked up the load, so I lost half my revenue on that. Then we go pick up the trailer. Bumblebees were empty. And we get our reload, start heading back. Well, then the truck starts derating in New Brunswick. So, needless to say, I knew there was a bigger problem. I talked to a few people, and my only mission was to get that truck home. And I did that. I was awake for a very long time. I drive an hour, 2 hours, shut the truck off, give it a break, drive it an hour, 2 hours more, give it a break again. It was a long drive home. And it was bad. We were just praying that we were going to make it back into Ontario at least. So we did that, and along with the truck derating, going into hills, so I'd have to stop at the bottom or in the middle of a hill and shut the truck off, turn it back on, let it reset. It's the computers in these new trucks. They're terrible. So that had happened. So finally we made it home, got the truck for sure diagnosed, the motor was gone. So we're going to talk a bit more about an owner-operator in another video, and the rates and downtime and what the cost is to everything, because it's not always better being an owner-operator. Sometimes these company drivers have a bigger up on us guys, and we will get into that if you guys are interested in hearing about what is involved in being an owner-operator, the rates, what kind of money you can make, and I'll do a breakdown for you guys. So basically that was the story of that. So there was a lot of money gone out. We're talking about a $70,000 truck, Canadian funds. Then I ended up doing about a $50,000 motor job. It actually came out to $58,000 Canadian. As you'll see why, we did change some put some custom shiny stuff on the truck. I had to be able to at least see something, because I was pretty down and out. So I figured, okay, let's put some shiny stuff on and maybe that'll make me a little more happy. So, but at the end of the day, after all this stuff I've told you guys, all the downtime, the money spent, the sleepless nights, I enjoy driving my truck. I enjoy getting out on the open road and cruising and getting compliments from people and letting people see what I have. It's not perfect. My truck's far from perfect, and there's always going to be something I can do to make it better. And that's what we're going to get into. We're going to do a walk around. I'm going to show you guys what we can do to make this truck better. So let's get at it. So I'm going to do a quick breakdown for you guys of what the specs are on my truck. So it's a 2008 Peterbilt 389. It has an ISX 550 stock Cummins with 1850 torque. It has an 18-speed Eaton Fuller transmission with 355 rear ends in it. So guys, since I got the truck, we've put new LED bulbs in the single round headlights. We're running a 20-inch box end bumper, which shortly we're going to change that, and I'll get into that in a second. So we're going to be putting a Gen 3 air ride kit in this. So for anyone that doesn't know what that's going to do, that's going to close this gap up. So it's going to, this fender is going to be pretty much sitting right on this wheel. And then when I'm going down the road, there'll just be a little gap there. So when I'm parked, I'll be able to hit a switch in the cab and the air is going to come out of it. So yes, it's for the cool factor, but in the same sense, it's also going to be, it's going to give me a better ride going down the road, especially over bumps and all that stuff. So at that same time we do that, we're hoping to put a flip bumper on. When we do that, because the truck's going to be riding so low, we may have to change a bumper from 20 to potentially an 18-inch. We'll see what we have for ground clearance. Basically, at the end of the day, what we want to be able to do is dump the air and be able to squish a pop can under there. So it'll be pretty cool. As far as the headlights go, we're thinking about going with double square headlights. So the one system just bolts to the grill, and you'll have two headlights over here and then two on the passenger side. Or we'll go with double rounds. You guys drop comments, let me know what you think we should go with for that. Since I got the truck, we put a new visor on it. So this visor goes from a 10-inch to a 14-inch bow tie. It's a great visor. What I am noticing is that maybe a lot of you guys can't really see a whole lot out of it while I'm going down the road because it is so low. So we may have to change that at some point. I'm hoping not. Let me know what you guys think. If it's something you guys are okay with while I'm filming. Like I said, it is pretty hard to see. We're right on like the legal edge as far as rolling through scales and stuff. Some scales are pretty picky on that. They could make me pull it off, but let's pray that doesn't happen. When we did the visor, we got 5 lights in the top of it, clear lens penny lights. We hardwired all those in, me and a friend of mine. So they're working pretty good. We changed the mirrors up a little bit. We took the round mirror off the bottom here, and we put the smaller signal lights. Those were purchased from friends of mine in Woodstock, Ontario. It's called Truck Centric, but they also have a chrome shop in there. You can look it up. It's under Canadian Chrome Shop at a Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. Basically, they're a one-stop shop. So everything you need from programming to lights to fenders, bumpers, pipes, motor rebuilds, you name it, they'll do it for you. So check them out if you guys are local and you need anything from them. So since we got the truck, we put step covers on, or the front plate for my lettering. Eventually here we're gonna get the full step boxes that go up and over. It'll look nice, it'll clean it up. We're also gonna be at some point probably changing the breathers to the old style and putting lights down the front and the back side. We're also hoping to get new side skirts. I personally like the look of the underglow, so I'm thinking maybe penny lights underneath. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. I definitely want to get you guys involved and get your feedback and what you think I should do. As far as the fuel tanks, we are probably going to be wrapping them in stainless. We'll see though. It's pretty hard here in Canada in the wintertime to keep stuff clean, so we'll see. We'll probably go with stainless, but if not, maybe wrap them with vinyl wrap. We're also going to be looking at doing either 7 or 8-inch straight pipes up the sides. I'm thinking the flat cut, and we'll go max height. So I think that'll look pretty cool going down the road. It'll make the truck look mean. We're also hoping to stretch the truck. For what we do, I like to bring it out to at least 280, maybe even 290 wheelbase. It's currently sitting at 250 factory. The fenders we got put on the same time we rebuilt the motor. They were purchased from my buddies there in Woodstock, Ontario, Chrome Shop, Canada. They do blind mount, anything you need, paddles, they'll hook you right up. They have a fab shop inside there, so they can pretty much make anything you guys need. As far as wheels, we haven't had to do wheels, tires. The rims, I just keep up on them, polish them. We're going to be doing a polishing video, cutting and polishing in the summer, so we'll show you guys that. We did have to put the mud flap hangers on, as when I bought the truck it had full hoop fenders. They were wrapped lime green. They just weren't practical. They were always breaking off, so we got rid of those and put the mud flap hangers on. As far as the back tail light bar, this was on there when I got the truck. We did have to put reverse lights in for safety. We hardwired all the lighting inside, cleaned it up, just basically made it so wires can't rub through. There's nothing worse than having to change lights and do wiring on the side of the road, especially in the winter. It's terrible. We're going to be doing, hopefully in the summer, when we stretch the truck, probably sandblast the frame and clean it up. I'm even thinking about maybe going a different color. So we'll see what comes out of that. As far as the back here, it had the factory bunk lights. We changed those. I got those from my guys there in Woodstock at Chrome Shop Canada. They're the truck's accessory lights. So when we wired those up, we just wired them on the high side, so they're red, but they're bright going down the road. So they're basically on the brake lights all the time. We may add some more lights in the back of the bunk, and then I'd like to get the visor for the back window, tint that out, and put my logo on it, Canadian Southpaw. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then you guys that see me going down the road, you can holler out at me, and I'm always up for a good chat and meet up with you guys and talk. So and as far as paint goes, I do like the color of the truck. I was thinking maybe we'll freshen it up a bit. It has took some wear and tear over the years. This truck used to be out western Canada, so let me know if you guys think we should change the color or just stick with the black and lime green, or go all lime green and put some black stripes on it. So I think that's about it, guys. So yeah, drop comments, like, subscribe, it helps out. You know, give me a thumbs up, and we're gonna build a pretty cool ride here. And like I said, I hope you guys can help me out, give me your feedback and your input and what you guys think. So anyway, until next time, keep the shiny side up and keep on trucking.